Hello. Let me know if you can hear me. Yeah, I'm still alive. I think, I hope. Audio's all good. Brilliant. How's everyone doing? What's everyone up to? Do I use a screen or a pen tablet? I use a mouse a lot of the time. If I do use a tablet, I use a pen tablet, yes. But I've been playing with my feet recently with a mouse. I'm doing okay. I've been wanting to get back into doing daily streams for a while now. So I think I'm just gonna have to force myself to do them. Otherwise they'll never ever get done. Hello, Alex Sword. In fact, I haven't I should probably share a link to the stream, shouldn't I? That would be a good idea. Let's grab a link and then put it on the Discord. There we go. Can everyone guess what this is so far? It should be fairly obvious. Good morning, Elect Void. How are you doing? Hello, Tim and Ian Bugayong. Bugayong? Pretty cool name. Yeah, let me see if I can do something. Can you see that? That's me. Looking very grumpy this morning. Just get rid of that. That's the skull. There. So I bought a like an anatomical 1-to-1 scale skull, so that I could do some paintings from life without having to actually go and paint from life. Well, I am actually painting from life, but it's just something complex enough that I can have it on my desk and paint it, and it's a good practice. I think painting from life is pretty important. What's everyone else painting? Is anyone else painting? What time is it for all of you? I'm interested. How many British people have we got? You gotta go? Enjoy, fish. Enjoy. I'm gonna be trying to do this daily. Don't know how well that will go, but I'll try. Working your assignment. Electroid. Are you a staff uni student? I recognize the username. Someone else. Do you have an assignment? I thought everything was finished. Oh no, you have an extra week because you're level 4. Yeah, you get an extra however long it is a week. coming to the end of this paying. Is there anything else people would like to see me study or explain? Or if you send something on Discord, I could try and paint over it or critique it. I don't know. I have the worst ever habit of never being able to pick reference material to study from. That's my one weakness. Thank you. I'm trying to paint with a brush that's on like 20% opacity because why not? Let's
Morning.
Hello, Nick.
Hello, hello. Skull's looking fun. Looking very
Spooky.
spooky. He's gonna take your stuff.
Yeah, he is. He's not a nice guy. He lives on my desk and terrorizes me.
Oh. He's haunting your room. Dang. I've been painting my lamp a lot recently. Been lots of lamp painting.
Is it a nice lamp? What kind
No.
Of just a regular lamp?
Yeah, just a regular lamp, and mostly working on the like finding interesting compositions with a lamp and a couple other props. Not much else. It's been pretty interesting. Got some weird crops. For sure. You're like, could work. Or not. Either way, it's gonna get done.
That sounds fun. I need more like props that I can just draw on my table.
I mean, a skull's a good one though. Skulls are pretty alright. Practicing your anatomy.
Yeah.
All that.
Yeah. It's Yeah, it's kept me busy thus far.
Yeah, geodes are good too. The semi-transparent kind, like rocks and minerals, that kind of
Amethyst
stuff.
and whatnot. Yeah, they seem like they'd be interesting. I was thinking of getting like little model cars or something.
Oh yeah, I've got a few model cars. I've got a nice little motorcycle. I've got a little Tachikoma on my desk too. Little little mech guy, just a little guy. Very cute.
Yeah, it seems like it'd be useful.
Yes. Tiny friend. Put him on top of the skull. He's got a little hat.
I might call this done.
Nice.
The light is changing in my room, so it no longer looks how it looked when I started. Just
Yep.
a bit annoying. I do got to start a little skull collection. Like you have a little skull collection, don't you? You've got like birds and stuff. Not you, Nick. The person in chat.
Yeah. That sounds fun. Having little bones.
Little bone collection.
Little bones and bits. Yeah, you're making me want to get back into painting every day. Ooh, I've been slacking. I hate to tell you, I've been slacking.
Oh, I've been slacking. That's why I'm doing the streams, is to force myself to paint more.
Oh, that's good. I've been grinding a sketchbook instead of painting.
Oh, that's good. That's always
Yeah.
good.
Lots of ballpoint pen drawings because I'm trying to get myself to like the ballpoint pen. I really don't like them normally, but I'm trying.
I love a good ballpoint pen.
Yeah, I'm starting to learn that they're pretty nice. I think they're how do I say, like I need a nice ballpoint pen. I have a nice one. It's just up until now I had only used the shit ones, and I was like, this isn't doing what I want. Because I don't know if I've shown you how I draw traditionally. I draw with like really clean, decisive kind of lines. Because I used to draw with brush pen and felt tip only, so it was always very, clear, strong marks.
Yeah.
So with the ballpoint, sometimes it gets a little skippy, and I was like, what's the point in making my lines worse? I could just make them darker. But I got a nice ballpoint pen, and I'm learning that you can. It's nice because you can make some really faint strokes, get some construction in.
Speaking of construction, I was going to go through Scott Robertson's stuff again.
A good call.
It's been a while.
Scott Robertson's the man, dude.
He is, yeah.
Yeah, I'll try to. I'm trying to get through some of the what's his name? John Park painting stuff I got recently.
Did you get like the mega bundle 5,000?
Yeah, I got the squeaky cool one from Gumroad. I'm probably gonna look through it. I've just been slacking. I think I don't have much time left before the term starts, so I gotta go fast.
Are you still at Art Center?
Yeah. I just finished up this this spring was my 4th term, and it's for me it's gonna be 10 terms, so I'm almost halfway. So this summer will be my 5th one.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I'm quite excited for the classes I'm gonna take. I get to take a visual development class, which is usually for upper termer students, but I'm gonna get into it, so I'm gonna be learning some of that really pushed stylized work, and then um, I'm also gonna be taking a concept for games class, so it's gonna be really realistic concept work at the same time. So that'll be really fun.
Hello, Tion. Why am I Irish?
Yeah, why are you Irish?
Oh,
I don't
is
recall
he
you being
referring to
Irish.
you? Does he think you're Irish?
Do you think I'm Irish? No, I hate to tell you, I'm Australian American. Tragically. Shiny skull.
Yeah, but I'm thinking we can keep all the other values really low and then just overblow the speculators.
Sounds legit. Also, you haven't saved, I don't think.
No.
I think saving's pretty good.
It's for wimps, Nick.
Oh, I use it to save on RAM.
Save on RAM. Oh, does it reduce like your scratch disk stuff?
Oh, it yeah, so depending on what settings you have, yeah. It can also reduce the memory usage because you can have it set such that whenever you save, it reduces the amount of history that it's saving for the undo tool, etc. Yeah.
No, maybe I'm missing a trick.
It's not really a trick. It's honestly not very good to do, but it like fucks with your fucks with some of your whatchamacallit, your other business in Photoshop if you try to add stuff like that, but it can be helpful. I have a lot of weird stuff in my Photoshop because I'm used to Clip Studio Paint, so some of my settings are very strange.
See.
Yeah, this skull looks buttery. Like I could lick it.
Delicious.
Scrumptious skull.
I want nothing more than to lick the buttery skull.
The smooth noggin. You gonna get back into painting every day, roughly, or?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. I'll come join you then.
I was already painting every day, but I just wasn't streaming it.
Oh. It's okay, you don't have to stream it. I'll just come give you emotional support while I also grind.
Okay. I think that'd be good. I think I'm pretty happy with that. Ooh, thanks to you. Tired. It's early. Yeah, but what if, hear me out. What if
Blue is good. I've been using some purple in my stuff because for me, since I'm color defective, the purple doesn't look like anything. So I don't know if it's there. It's like a little surprise.
No way.
It's the same with blue. Blue's a pretty desaturated color for me, so it's if I pop it in there, you know, it's probably very loud for other people, but for me, it's pretty fine.
I know Li Yin's colorblind, and he uses a lot of greens and purples.
Yeah, greens and purples are good because you can like I want to say like because of how green and purple are, because they're leaning towards blue, I feel like with blue stuff, the value of the color that you're using and the perceived value to the viewer are pretty accurate a lot of the time compared to like yellow and red, I would say. Right? Like if you
Interesting.
have a navy blue that's like a dark value, right? It looks like a dark value. It doesn't look versus like a bright red looks like it could be a light value, but it's not, right? It's a pretty dark mid-tone.
There you go. Plonk. How big is the document? Okay, it's the right size.
Also, Tion, he has a skull on his desk, yeah.
I have a skull on my desk. Yeah, I can't invent skulls from my brain. Not this well. Probably.
Do you have a measure method you use or for skulls that you like or
From imagination?
yeah.
No, not really. I mean,
Oh.
you can count about halfway down when you get to the bottom of the eye cavity, which is midway across the nose cavity, and then halfway down from that's the middle of the mouth.
Yep.
I usually like put a sharpen mask on things after I paint them, but there's so much noise in the background that I feel like it's just gonna.
It'd be nice if you used a gradient map over the top and then sharpened that and then used a layer mask to reduce it in areas. I think.
Sharpened a gradient map. Can you rasterize a gradient map?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you mean
Just
apply the gradient map separately?
yeah, yeah. Then create a copy of all and then apply it and then yeah.
I'll give that a go. I've never done that before.
Oh yeah, the gradient map stuff's quite nice, especially if you went for something with like an indigo or like a what's it called? The purpley blue. You know what I mean? Like the dark purpley blue, the warm blue. I mean, cool blue, maybe. Yeah.
I kind of like this. No, what's happened?
I like the orange.
Yeah, I feel like the key with gradient maps is to put loads and loads of colours right next to each other. We'll do that. Measure that down, and then sharpen this. And then we can now paint with gradient.
Yeah. Because yeah, if you use the nice thing about the gradient map is it flattens some of the information, right? So like, it flattens it, but only by grouping it with a tint, essentially. So.
Yeah, that is interesting. It's interesting.
Yeah.
I've not tried that before.
It's a nice way to get in. You know how a lot of the watercolory painters and all that more like abstraction based style work has these kind of hints of seemingly somewhat random color interjected in. This is a pretty fast way, especially if you're doing a more grounded um, color pass on something, to get back in some of that like sense of randomness and some of that kind of very um, interesting color variants without also messing up your value structure. Because it's really easy to mess up your value structure if you just like pop them in by a hand sometimes.
Yeah. I think we'll call that done. Save it out. And then onto something else. I was doing some like thumbnails.
Oh yeah, I saw for the crowning thing, eh?
Yeah. I quite like this one at the bottom. I think I need to colour key it though. Make it more gloomy. I think it doesn't read as depressing enough. Any interesting plans? Yeah, I'm gonna go to my job. and then I'm gonna come home from my job.
Labor as per usual.
In fact, no, I'm not gonna come home from my job. I'm gonna be doing the evening live drawing. I'm gonna do an evening live drawing session.
Nice.
So that'll be on if you're interested. Elect a void. But this is, yeah. This was what I was thinking.
Do you remember that artist I showed you a while back, Xeno? The one who had the really painterly stuff?
Maybe. I'd probably recognize it if I saw it.
Yeah, let me get it for you.
I gotta go and scour the internet for like a new ref or something. I guess I could just rotate my skull and do that.
Or he's in the folder at the bottom there. The Xeno one. I was thinking you could try getting in some of that sickly green that he goes for a lot in the crowning one.
That would give a sense of unease, yeah. Yeah, I like all this stuff.
Yeah, his stuff's great. Very difficult to collect because he doesn't post almost anywhere, but very nice still.
Oh man. That'd be brilliant. Hello, Swervo. I think it's pronounced Swervo. Quervo. Quavo. Okay, now I start the half an hour reference search. Must already have one saved. Yeah, kind of. Sure. Thank you. Thank you. Just finish that one.
Yeah. It's go. Looking nice. Oh, I've been checking out your Instagram. Looking nice. Been looking at some of your posting.
Stalking my Instagram. What the hell?
Yeah, I was taking a poke at it while I just got back from a 9-day road trip. So while I was out, I was looking at some Instagram stuff. Oh, I like the stretched little girl face. That was pretty good. Oh, that was pretty fun.
I should probably do a drawing, shouldn't I?
That's what they all say.
Yeah. It's true though, what the hell?
I feel like I should learn the names of my brushes so I can have them in a list like that. That looks
Oh, it's so good to learn the names of your brushes.
I'm kind of like an ape, and I'm just like, where is the one that looks like a circle with holes in it? Where is it?
just like scrolling through them all forever.
Well, luckily, my current I set up my current brushes. So I'm trying out a few different things with brush setup because I know some artists who just use the bracket, the greater than and less than keys to scroll through the list.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that sounds great, but I have this problem called lack of object permanence. So if I don't see the brush, my brain just goes, oh, you have a hard round brush. How do you make everything just using that brush? So I've been trying to sort of figure out a strategy and figure out an order for the brush layout and what ones I would want to skip quickly between back and forth. And it's been very interesting, but also very confusing for my tiny pea brain.
I tried it. The whole greater than and less than to switch brushes thing, because I thought, oh yes, I'll be super efficient. And it's not super efficient because if you want to switch brushes and you have a fair few, you just sat there like spamming the button until something happens, and it's far easier just to like click on the one you want.
It was pretty alright. So I had that same problem where I like to switch brushes fairly frequently. So, and I have a decent list because even though I'm kind of a little less than that on my speed painting quote unquote like folder set that I use. But the problem was I guess to say, when there's too many brushes, it's just not super efficient because you end up having to duplicate brushes over and over again in your set, and it's a bit confusing. But for inking specifically, cycling through preset sized ones, and essentially what ends up being like a thin one, a brush pen for thicker black marks, and a soft one for sketching, just like tap 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 tap, going through like a set of around 4 of them, was actually pretty effective.
Yeah, that sounds like it would be useful. Yeah.
I think what I learned from playing with the strategy for a bit was all I have to tell you is it's pretty good for sketching. It's not great for anything else, in my opinion, unless you're gonna go Chad mode and use the same brush for like everything. In that case, why even have the bracket keys, to be honest, or not the bracket keys, the greater than less than.
Yeah, I do end up using the same for everything. Kind of cursed.
That's okay. At least you're not you're not like me, just using like a hard round brush and then you switching and then being like, wait a second, this isn't a hard round brush, and just switching back immediately.
Is that why you switch? Because it's literally just, oh, this wasn't the thing I was just using before.
Sometimes I get excitable. I'm like, oh, you know, I'm gonna use this cool fancy texture, and then I put it in like, no. No. I'm alright.
Do you ever use the Control Alt Drag right click shortcut?
Oh,
no.
you know, okay, so the
Okay.
thing about that shortcut is I have a bunch of friends who use it. The main concern I have is if you're right or left-handed, because for a left-handed artist, that is objectively pretty horrific to use, comparatively. But also on top of that, you know, if you're a left-handed artist, your hand naturally can hover over the bracket keys, so it's actually faster to quickly squiggle through the bracket keys than do that. But all of my right-handed friends do prefer that over the bracket keys. They hate the brackets because the brackets are on the other side of the keyboard, right? It's not where your hand is. Whereas for a left-handed artist, it's actually
Oh, I have
bit
a
better.
way more elegant solution. Even if you're right-handed. What I've done is I've rebound A and D to brush size up and down, so all of my controls are just like gamer controls, like WASD.
Yeah.
So I can control it pretty well with just A and D as I'm going. Oh, I've disabled all the buttons on my pen because I have big man hands, and I just ended up like fucking smashing the buttons on my pen every time I tried to draw anything.
Yeah, you sound like me. I just I'm kind of like an old man, right? Like there's a certain way I like to do it that makes sense to my brain, but it's not necessarily the best way, but it's my way, and that's what's important.
Yeah, I can get with that.
I also have to say that I was teaching some friends some speed painting pro tips, and unfortunately a few of them got way too excitable about color jitter, and they were mucking up their values, getting them super muddy. So now I'm on a kick where I'm like, you're not allowed to use any kind of color jitter. You have to do it by hand, because I've been having too many people just like, oh yeah, the value can go, 30% lighter and darker. I'm like, no, no, you don't want that in the final strokes of the painting, like, yikes.
With great power, it's great responsibility.
I made the mistake. I showed it to them. I showed it to them because they were like, whoa, one of the brushes in your speed painting pack has color jitter. This is so cool. I was like, oh no. Put that back.
They never heard of color jitter before. That surprises me.
I know, right? I was like, first of all, it's not a new thing, and second of all, please don't. But, that's the price you pay. Sometimes if you teach people stuff in the wrong order, they get a little too excited about something that might not be good for them yet. Oh yeah, using color jitter is it's I mean, color jitter is nice for a lot of things because I think some randomness in digital is something that always kind of makes it feel a little bit better, especially in the earlier stages. But there's um, there's a problem where, you know, you kind of, if you're gonna use color jitter throughout your process, I think this might just be me, but I think in my opinion, you probably want to have that brush menu open and be adjusting how much that jitter varies and in what ways, because theoretically you're kind of trying to get a certain effect. So if you overuse it, you're not really controlling what it's meant to do, and then it just kind of feels like incidental.
I haven't used color jitter in a while. I used to use it all
I
the
put on
time.
value. Do you put on value jitter? That's
No.
pretty alright.
No.
Mm.
Just haven't done it in ages. I feel like it's like Blender. So when Blender first came out, everyone was, or when it was first popularized, I should say, it's been out for ages. Everyone's plucking away using it, and at first it's like really cool, but then after a while, you look at a piece of artwork and you it just has the Blender look. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's the same thing with color jitter, where it's a really, really cool tool, but I can't help but just look at something and go, oh, that's just like a color jitter thing.
Yeah.
As opposed to, because you wanna make it seem like it's some kind of, I don't know, deliberate choice or decision.
Yep, intentional effect. Yeah, that's why if you're gonna use it, you'd have to have basically the menu open, like adjusting how much it's jittering and stuff the whole time, so that it has
Yeah.
like some sense of like order to the chaos of just randomly selecting through an algorithm its set number of colors.
Let's see. What are we gonna- Some eyes. We're gonna have.
This reference looks like it would be fun if you did a cyan underpainting.
Too late now.
It's never too late, Maro. There's no undo tool. You could just go in. You could just slip it up with some cyan. No one will stop you. Not especially not me.
Oh god, some of these layers things are just like. It's just gonna make it look. I'll just put some cyan in at the end.
Sounds alright.
It's almost been an hour of streaming. Wow.
Being productive, huh?
How long should I stream for every day?
I don't know. However long you feel like painting for, I guess.
Well, I can stream for like 2.5 hours max, because then I have to get to work. But I don't know, I feel like that's pretty chunky stream. I also need to eat breakfast and stuff.
I think an hour is good. Usually, I mean, back when I used to stream, I'd stream for like back when I wasn't doing the mega streams. The mega ones were really bad. I was streaming for like 6 hours, but for the shorter ones, I would do an hour and then take a break, and then if I needed to do a smaller chunk, it was like a 30-minute chunk.
Yeah, yeah. It might just depend on the day.
Yeah, that sounds fair. I'd say give yourself a consistent start time and then end whenever you need to.
Yeah, I'm gonna be starting at 6.
Nice.
I think everything has to be lower. Yeah.
For the upper face.
Yeah, there you go. I just lowered everything. I don't know how much latency there is on the.
I'll let you know when I see you lower the face. Yep, you just lowered the face. Nice.
Oh, so there's a good 15 seconds?
Yeah, something like that. Well, this will actually be fun if I hop in every day to paint with you, because I'll be doing the before bed paintings. You'll be doing the early morning paintings.
Oh, you'll get so much done.
Yeah, I'll start having to do some animal studies, I think. And environments, of course. Lately I've been doing a lot of environment things, trying to practice some textures. Because I'm not very good at like, I guess, material indication beyond like a very general indication. You know, like actual rendered out material.
Yeah, I know
So,
what you mean.
gotta grind. Oh, also, I was looking through Instagram at a glance, and I am happy to report that you and Blooms came up right next to each other. And I thought there was two Blooms posts back to back.
God bless. What compliment.
Yeah, I was like, oh, Maro's really been putting in the work, on the texture stuff. It's looking quite nice.
Blooms followed me on Friday. It was a good day.
Nice.
Yeah, very good day. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember which post it was. Let me see. Also, I love your little, your little gators. They're so happy looking. They're so cute.
I really enjoyed doing them.
Oh, I love them. They're so fat. Oh, their big chunky legs. Bunch of very good boys. If I do say so myself. Ooh, I just saw your little jellyfish mage. I like their hat.
The hat is literally just a
Yes.
Portuguese man of war or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. It's so cute. I love how pointy it is. They look like they're wearing a chili pepper, but it's an ocean chili pepper. Yeah.
Forbidden chili pepper. Don't eat one.
The forbidden snack.
Don't eat a Portuguese man of war. It's not jellyfish, is it? It's like a siphonophore or something. It's got a funny name.
It's something jellyfish-like, but not quite a jellyfish.
I think a siphonophore is like a collection of organisms working together or something, rather than
Yeah,
jellyfish.
it's not like a singular thing. Yeah.
Let's see. This is.
Tomorrow I'll paint some, tomorrow I'll come on in the evening with you and paint some alligators in solidarity with your alligators. They're so cute.
Thank you. The alligators aren't cute yet.
You've seen the jelly croc I did, right?
The jelly croc?
The big guy, the big boy.
I don't
He's
remember.
orange. Oh.
Oh, maybe?
Yeah, you probably have, because I was like, I had some friends who were like, you should show everyone because he's so round. Yeah, let me acquire that PSD. Let me open my laptop. I'll get out the boy. It's very large, and his belly jiggles when he walks, because it's jelly.
Good.
I told that to my teacher in that exact tone of voice. He was like, oh, I love it.
Blessed.
My man Peter out here really doing the work, saying, good job, I love your creature. I said, thank you, Peter.
Have you ever
And
done
he's like,
a Brainstorm course? I know you're at Art Center.
yeah, I did them like a year and a half ago. I took, DC1, which is like Intro to Digital Painting. I took World Building 1 and World Building 2.
I was thinking of taking some annual leave in the summer and doing like a brainstorm course.
Yeah, I think you could get a lot out of them. I didn't get nearly as much as probably you would at this point, because when I took them, they all required Photoshop knowledge, and I hadn't used Photoshop before, so I was like learning Photoshop at the same time,
Right.
which was like quite stressful. Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't sound very fun.
No, it was a bad it was a bad decision on my part, because I mean that was the reason I took DC1, admittedly, to learn Photoshop. But then the problem was I took World Building 1 semester, which is like mostly line drawing, so that's not too bad. But then that next semester I took DC1 and World Building 2 together, and the problem was DC1 is like the intro to digital painting, intro to Photoshop. So I'd never used Photoshop before, and then at the same time, World Building 2, the teacher I took it with, does a lot of photo bashing. So he was like, "Oh yeah, you probably all have proficiency with Photoshop." I was like, "Oh, Mickey, sir."
Please.
So it was a little upsetting. It was a bit scuffed.
That's a shame. Let's get this mouth. I was thinking of streaming on Twitch,
Hmm.
but my issue is that all of my subscribers are on YouTube. So go and follow my Twitch, everyone. All 10 people watching, go and follow my Twitch. and then we'll be golden. We'll be good to go. Same name? Yeah, it's Morrow underscore Kai, I think. Because Morrow
think I have
was
that
taken.
one. There he is. Behold, the biggest boy.
He sent
He's jelly. Yeah.
Oh wow. He is made of jelly. I can imagine him like swallowing people and you can just see them floating around in the
Yes, yes. The idea is that like he'll like
jelly.
create
Let me bring this up on stream for
for the unindoctrinated. He'll he's meant to be for a project that's like a concept ideation we did for a film, and he's about I want to say the scale of a person's up to maybe just below his elbow. And so he kind of is this big destructive thing that goes crashing through this remote desert village region, and you can see all the bits and bobs from the village floating around in his tum-tum. He's always hungry. He wants a snack.
little person in there. They're glorious.
He's a glowy boy.
Yeah, I need to get into doing more concept stuff.
Yeah, concept stuff's fun. I mean, it is my job,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, I haven't done them in a while. I've been doing these little thumbnails, but I haven't been like designing.
Oh, if you ever need help with it, you can, or like a buddy, you know, you can let me know. Feel
I
free.
need like I wanted to start a little IP project over the summer to just get me back into it.
Mm.
But man, I struggle to come up with ideas so much. It's commitment issues. It's like I know that I'm going to be working on this for the next month, so it has to be perfect, and then because it has to be perfect, it never ever happens.
Yeah, I mean, I can say that, like, I treat a lot of my projects like prototypes for other projects, which sounds like like I'm doing the same thing over and over again, which I kind of am to some degree, but also, in a lot of ways I'm not. So I have, for example, in one of my terms, the one where I did a bunch of the greaser monkey, the monkey illustrations, that one takes place in the Australian outback, but it's during the 1960s. And I was like, okay, I want to get familiarized with this color palette, and then the project with the crocodile is also a project that's mixing together native Australian culture with native Australian Aboriginal culture with Scottish Highlanders, and it's kind of fusing those cultures together into its own kind of lore and fantastical setting. And my eventual project I'm going to have for my grad project is going to be based in a fantasy world that's mixing together firefighters with futuristic desert landscapes. So I'm kind of working my way towards that project.
That sounds pretty cool. I like that idea, is that you like recycling.
Yeah, you're learning like general applicable things towards projects in the future, but also you're not quite doing the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
Also, thanks guys. I'm glad you like the crocodile. Was the question in the chat for me or Morrow is the question? Done any creature designs, or has it always been general characters?
I guess that's for me because they just saw your crocodile.
Yeah.
I've done loads of creature designs. I've done let me get up my art station and then I'll change my, there you go. I've done creature design. Yeah, not very good, and this is all like a year old, but I designed this big fluffy fella. You can't see it, Nick, because the stream's delayed.
I'm waiting to see him. I'm excited. I have bated breath. I'll see him soon.
And I figured out how his like big saddle would work, what the babies would look like. This was for my final year in uni. That I designed this, which is probably preferable. It's like a weird mega nun 5000 with big claw arms, and she spawns other nuns. And then I designed this, which is the nun that she spawns, which is like, it pretends to be a nun to get you close, and then it
pretends
leaps out at you. Yeah.
Scary. So they're not a friend, they're evil.
Yeah, these nuns were in my, I think they were in my third year, but at the start of my third year. And then this creature was the end of my third year. So they're both old. these were my studies from this year. But if we go to last year,
Oh, I like this key art that you did, where they're riding on the cute little horn
oh, I love
fluffy
them. I
guys.
like the fluffy guys. Yeah.
They're so cute.
Um,
The fur rendering's very strange, but they're so cute.
yeah, it was meant to be like feathers, but I couldn't quite get it.
Oh yeah, no, feathers are rough to do.
Uh,
They're rough.
this is the problem with having a folder with like 800 paintings in, is I've got no idea where anything is.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Oh yeah, here's some like creature design shenanigans. I was just doing, these were really quick little things.
I saw the thumbnail of Tiger painting. Very good.
Not him. That's a fish with legs. What else have we got? Here's a fun little dude.
Just a little guy.
There's a really creepy dude that's got like, I wanted him to have like the back end of a mantis shrimp, but like on his front. So he's like joined together at the knees. He has to walk really awkwardly.
No. No.
But yeah, I was pretty happy with this. It was based on a goblin shark.
Does friend not have mouth if they're joined at the knees? Oh, I see.
This big fella. This guy looks pretty goofy. That was for a YouTube video, I think. Can't remember. This guy is pretty cute, so I did like a rhino painting, and then I turned him into like a rhino with a million legs. But yeah.
Extra legs means more speed. Maximum speed.
Exactly. Anyway.
Oh, you just need to put a Hot Wheels sticker on him and he'll be so fucking fast. It's crazy. Oh. Oh, what time is it? Oh, it's 11:30.
It's
Right.
bedtime for Nick.
Yeah, I think after the 9 hours of driving, I need to get some sleep. So I'll catch you tomorrow,
Okay.
and I'll forcibly make you be productive, while I also be productive. It'll be great.
Good.
Yes. Otherwise, have a good day. Good luck with work, and I will see you later.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
This mouth needs to be bigger. Maybe higher up. Something like that. The goofy blue guy is your favorite. Oh, I like the goofy blue guy. There's like a little painting is, yeah, more or less done. But, maybe not the eyes, can do with a bit of. We'll I'll stop that. It's been an hour and a half. It's been a nice little morning warm-up. I'm gonna go and get breakfast and everything else, but yeah, thanks for joining the stream. I'm gonna try and keep these up daily if I can. Let's see. I can sharpen individual layers, and that's pretty interesting. What if I get all of this and put it on a... See, that's quite fun. Yeah, I'll go for that. Sure. There we go. Right.